Hey, so it's Sunday night, technically Monday morning, June the 10th now. In 24 hours, less than 24 hours, it will be 3 weeks that Mom has been in the hospital. I am sitting outside of the house that I rent a room at. And I just wanted to do an update because it's been a few days, and I think I just got to a point where I was too tired to do anything. I couldn't really think. And anyway, so on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, they had to do a blood transfusion because her hemocretin levels got very low, meaning that the red blood cells that carry oxygen around your body was just under where they needed it to be. So she received 2 pints of blood. The next morning, or the next day, they did a CT scan, and the doctor did not like what he saw. So he immediately had her prep for a colonoscopy, and he was not able to finish it because she was so inflamed. But he did take some biopsies, and they're going to be testing for cancer and Crohn's disease. We don't feel it's cancer, but could possibly be Crohn's disease, which lupus patients can also have coupled autoimmune diseases. Crohn's disease by itself is an autoimmune disease, but it can also tag along with lupus. So that was Friday. She is still experiencing dementia. She has anxiety attacks at night. Today, her potassium levels got low again because she's been on the Lasix, which is a diuretic. You lose fluids, you lose potassium, as I had explained before. With the dementia, she gets very anxious and confused, and it's been a different experience for us. A lot of people have commented or asked why my sisters don't stay the night, or why they're not there as long and as often as I am. And theoretically, yes, that would be great, but she has asked that only my father or I stay the night with her, and even like that, I have to convince her and negotiate with her on some nights quite frequently to allow my dad to get some rest, and then I'll be there. And of course, when I do get there, she wants to know if I'm going to stay or if I'm going to leave her. She thinks I'm going to go back to the Woodlands and leave her, and of course I tell her I'm not. And so when somebody wakes up and they're confused and they're scared and they have anxiety and they ask you to stay, when it's your mom, of course, you stay. So that's what I do. Tonight, or I guess yesterday, I got there planning on staying the night, but because they had given her the potassium chloride via orally, her stomach is so sensitive and I guess so raw that it really created a lot of issues and pain, and so she felt horrible. So I got fired. She wanted my dad to stay, but I had to work anyway, so I came back and I worked, and been checking up on them, and she feels sick. So that's where we're at. We want her to get released and get into a rehab and soar like a honeybee. There's a honeybee hive right outside of the house, and dang it, thousands of them flying around. I mean, they're real sweet. Well, there's a wasp nest too. So that's where we're at. I better get inside because these honeybees. I won't leave her side. I'm not going to leave her side. I'll be back in the morning, and we're hoping that she's going to be released from the hospital within a few days, and we're going to get her well again. Positive thoughts.